Hi, I'm Mark, longtime forensics coach, and I'm here to give you some tips on judging Virginia High School League competition. And this time we're looking at serious dramatic interpretation, which, by the way, we call DI. That's like we call it, dramatic interp, DI. So DI is probably going to be depressing for you. The selection is going to be a very serious nature from some sort of published literature. It could come from a play, it could come from a prose or novel or something. It doesn't really matter, but it's going to be serious. You can have humor in it, but you're probably gonna the climax should be of a serious nature. They get 10 minutes, 30-second grace period, like all the other events. The only penalty of going over 10:30 over that 30-second grace period is you can't place first. Movement's probably going to be kind of limited. It says up here that they can't walk, which is true, but they have kind of a stage up front, so it's possible that they kind of move around in that area. But they'll lean, they'll twist, they'll swivel, they'll create character through that way. They might create character also through voice as well, using posture plus voice to create different characters. That's very common in dramatic and terp, especially really good ones. In terms of like what you're judging, if you look down at judge criteria, obviously the selection, the distinct voice, focal points when they're talking to characters. They're not going to be looking at you. They're going to be looking at the back wall, like as if the character is there and they're talking to that character. So remember that. Now there may be narrator parts where they look at you, but they don't necessarily make eye contact with you or the audience per se. Depends on the type of piece they have. But then we're looking at all the same good speech characteristics that you want in any type of performance. You want clear enunciation, pronunciation, good pace, stress, timing, pausing, volume, all of those things that make good speech, good presentation still apply here in a dramatic interpretation. This will be memorized, there's no manuscript. One thing to take note of is that these subject matter can be really, really serious here. Um, Definitely PG-13 a lot of the times, even maybe pushing the boundaries of that a little bit. Be expecting that. We always say in the forensics world that someone's going to die in a DI. There's going to be cancer. There's going to be someone gets raped. I mean, it's hardcore stuff. And the one thing that the students try to do is make their performance believable, and that's something you're looking for. It's just believability. And do they emote? Do they make you emote? Do they bring emotion forth from you? Which by the way, if they can actually perform well enough to get you to feel that emotion, that's a good performance. Okay, that's a real good performance. That believability is a big part of what you're looking for as a judge. So, is there one key thing? No. I mean, you're the judge. You'll decide which ones you thought moved you the most, and then you rank them from there. So anyway, thank you so much for judging dramatic interpretation, or as we call it again, DI.